BC, throw mines up there. Throw my top.
I already know the Cowboys are going to be on there because he's a hater.
We ready for mine? All
right,
so look.
Surprise! Oh, both my teams! Yay!
Yeah. No, it's a South Florida thing because those New York teams, we don't like them. We don't like them down here. And I'm starting with the Jets.
Maybe not the Warriors.
Jets, Jets.
No, you gotta start with 5.
Don't come down here. I gotta start with the. You right? I
go
guess.
Backwards.
You want to do it? You want me to do it backwards? All right. So five are the Cowboys. I don't understand how there's just Cowboy fans just all over the country. In my opinion, I feel like it's people's first thought to like, all right, if I wanted to, start watching football, maybe I should just be a fan of the Cowboys. Everybody seems to like the Cowboys. I feel like all people who don't really know football just go with the Cowboys.
First of all,
you have your legitimate Cowboy fans, legitimate football fans, but I think the mass majority of people who are Cowboys fans are just fans of football, and they're like, all right, let me just throw on America's team's jersey.
Okay, first of all,
that's how I feel about Cowboys.
So,
I was born into that fan base.
Because
let me make it very clear.
I personally don't think they know football. Like majority of Cowboys fans don't even really know football.
Nah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I'm not giving that.
Like,
I'm not giving that.
No, because look, you'll go to like a Patriots game. You'll see somebody, and it's a Patriots versus Steelers. You'll see somebody wearing a Cowboys jersey. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll go to like a Houston Texans game. They not even playing the Cowboys. Like they playing.
And they showed up in the jersey.
Yeah, like they playing the Jaguars, and you got
suck?
the Cowboys. It's somebody wearing a Cowboys jersey. I think they just wearing it because it's America's team, and they don't really know football. They're annoying to me.
You know, I got to push back on that, Corey, because I feel like if you were to pick a team and you didn't know football, you would pick a team that was winning. You would pick a team. No, you would pick like the Chiefs to be a random fan of. You would pick like a team that has had, you know what I mean?
Allen,
Josh, a
Lamar
team that has one of the top
Jackson.
like, you wouldn't just pick the Cowboys. You'd pick a team that was
Bengals.
like, you hop on a bandwagon of like one of the teams.
But they're forced on like all these major like spots. Thanksgiving
That's because
every
we're
year.
America's team. Y'all are haters.
Yeah,
don't
so
be
that
mad at
creates-
us
Who came up with this slogan?
it's because back in the 90s, we were on TV all the time and we were winning all of the time. And because of that, we have the most lucrative TV deals in the NFL. We're always on prime time. Doesn't matter what our record is. We're always on the America's Game of the Week multiple times.
What's interesting is that your fan base is a dying fan base.
It's not.
It is because, to your point, in the 90s, all over the place, right? It was Cowboys everywhere. So nationally, people are watching the Cowboys. Now that fan base is dwindling off.
No.
What are you guys going to do here in the next 5 years?
It's not dwindling off, though. When I was in Tulum, and when I was in Cabo recently, there were Cowboys memorabilia everywhere. I'm talking blankets. I'm talking dream chasers. Dream catchers. I'm talking ceramic helmets. They are everywhere.
Mexico. That's it.
Everywhere. Cowboy fans are everywhere. Don't hate us because you ain't us.
All right, who you have as
Cowboys? They're the number 5 most annoying fan base. Then we got the Warriors. This is how I feel about Warriors fans.
I could see that.
This is how I feel about Warriors fans. I feel like Warriors fans randomly came about in 2015. I don't feel like there's no true OG Warriors fans. Warriors fans don't know who Baron Davis is. Warriors fans are nowadays don't know who Jason Richardson is. They don't know who Monte Ellis is. Like, they weren't watching the Warriors with these guys on those teams. Like, so if you can't speak about the Warriors like these guys, then you're not a Warriors fans. I think they're bandwagoners. They just joined the bandwagon when KD joined and they won 2 back-to-back. So KD? Warriors fans, they annoy me, honestly. If you're not from the Bay, you shouldn't be a Warriors fan.
I only know, like, Loki has a point, because I only know, like, a handful of diehard Warriors fans who were Warriors fans back in the day.
That's what I'm saying. Like nobody was a Warriors fan
E40,
before 2015.
E40's a diehard.
E40,
yeah, he's been
too short.
Yeah.
Too short. No, but I'm saying
they're all Bay
personally,
people.
I only know people of like, I could count on one hand the amount of Warrior fans that I know that were Warrior fans before like 2011.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
add like 10 years.
Yeah, like 2011 or
2000.
like they were still Warriors fans.
All right, what do you have as 3? So the Warriors fans, I don't know if you convince me here. The Cowboys, I see and understand why you have them there.
Bills fans. So you got to understand, this is coming from Corey, right? Like, I'm a Dolphins fan. I don't like Bills fans. When they come down here, they try to take over the stadium. They louder, they obnoxious, just like, the team that you see at number 1. But I got Bills there. But the Knicks are number 2 because it's just a rivalry that is, the Heat versus the Knicks. And Knicks fans, it's the same thing. Like all of these New Yorkers, they like to come down south. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I am speaking directly to the New Yorker that's here on set. But like, yeah, they come down here and they just try to take over everything.
We don't
like,
try to take over. We do take over.
No, it's south.
I mean,
like, you know, I understand y'all all. What do they call them? Snowbirds, and y'all like to come down
It's
here.
not
and
even
enjoy
snowbirds. We live
the
here
South
now.
Florida. I know.
Yeah, no, they all
y'all
migrated.
just set up shop and became residents. Like, nah, this is South Florida. We Dolphins fans down here. So forget the Bills. They in the AFC East. Forget them.
Are we Dolphins fans
Yeah,
down
I
here?
think
The
you might be
Knicks.
the only one.
Stop. Yeah. So forget the Knicks because they come down here with the
Why
same
the Jets
energy.
though?
And
How
then the Jets.
How did Jets get thrown into this? Because the Jets are just good fans. That's a really good fan base.
Yeah, I'd put the Giants before the
I think
Jets.
that's a rivalry,
Listen,
right?
Yeah, it is a rivalry, and that's what
That's a
I'm saying. When
classic
the Jets
rivalry.
fans come down here, they in the stadium. JET, like you play for the Dolphins, like
Don't ask him about the
And
Oh, so you
Dolphins
just don't
fans.
like the chant.
No, I don't like the Jets.
But when they come down, what's the problem? They're not that rowdy. They're not the Raiders, right? They're not the Bills Mafia outside of the stadium
See, you've
doing
never-
wild,
see-
crazy.
Well, no, you don't, how would you know that? You were the player.
That's true.
I've been. That was the point I was just getting ready to make. You've never been in the tailgates.
That's true.
You always in the stadium.
Yeah.
You don't know that. These New Yorkers crazy, especially Jets fans. So
It's bad.
Yeah. They talk they trash. I got a friend of mine who's also a Jets fan. He from down here. Like, yeah, they
Born
talk.
and
They
raised
like to
down
talk.
here?
Yeah, he's actually from
Man, that's
down.
crazy.
They talk.
I'm a
they like-
tailgate
they talk
this
they
year, then,
trash.
so
And
I
he
can
has family from New
experience
York, so
that.
like he's kind of like a second.
Your list
first
sucks,
generation
Corey.
South Florida. Hey, that's no
Sound
problem.
like some New York
That's no
hate.
problem.
Like,
but I don't
your
like
list
it.
sucks.
I don't like any of these fan bases. Boom.
All right, great. So, Ashley, would you like to go second, or you want me to go?
You can go. Go ahead. I'll go last.
All right, let's see. My
I already know who's on his
most
list, too.
annoying fan bases in sports. So I'll do what Ashley said we should do. We'll
Another
reverse
Knicks
engineer this
one.
thing starting at 5. The Knicks. The reason why I'm annoyed with the Knicks fan base is because they just keep talking. It's a lot like the Cowboys. The Cowboys, unfortunately, didn't make my list, but they could have easily made my list because it's the same situation, Ashley. You guys talk as if you guys have this amazing culture of winning. You guys talk as if this is the year where, not this is the year, you guys talk as if you guys are coming off of back-to-back Super Bowls and championship title runs, and it's just nothing. It's letdown after letdown after letdown. And so I have the Knicks here because of that, and then I can also add to it when, you go as a player, it's an amazing environment to play in, but you also have to be careful because they'll spit on you. They'll curse.
Okay, hold
Some
on.
derogatory things that shouldn't be said by
Time out.
fans.
I'm not giving you the spit. I'm not doing that.
They spit on Trey.
No.
was talking
One
crazy to Trey.
disgusting, just non-real Knicks. I'm going to tell you right now, real Knicks fans can't afford courtside seats like that. That was some out-of-towner
No, it wasn't.
who was in, yes, it was, or some trust fund baby who was feeling himself. Real Knicks fans would never spit on a player.
Well,
they
they
may
did.
curse you out. They may say Trey is balding. They may tell you to go F yourself, but they're not going to spit on you.
Or F your mother. F your mother.
That is true. That is true. But they're not going to spit
F
on
your
you.
mother.
I can't give you that. They won't. They will curse you out, but
And
they
then
will
let's
not
go
spit
get
on
a
you.
coffee after. So the Knicks fans is at 5. Let's see what else we have here at 4. The Patriots fans. The Patriots fans, they're just so bougie. They think they know everything, right? Like I don't think that they're not educated. I don't think that they're spoiled. I don't think that. It's just like when you ever sit around with them and you talk, it's like they think they know everything. Like, yeah, y'all know y'all ball. Y'all know sports. Y'all been around sports for a very long time. Y'all have all the big 4 in the city. Great. It's a great sports town. But pipe her down a little bit. Pipe her down a little bit. The Raiders. When I played ball, played for a very long time, this was one of those games, away games, where no loved one of mine could go because you may not return.
Wow.
It is that serious. I'm serious. It's dangerous.
Jeez.
Especially back in the day when you were playing in Oakland, it was dangerous.
Yeah.
Now things have changed now that the team has made its way to Las Vegas. But man, Mishi, the kids, no, we're not going to Oakland. Even when they came in town, had to have extra security. The Raiders fans just show up differently. Even for us as players driving into the game or bus. Oh, the bus is going to get hit with rocks.
Oh.
The bus is going to be egg, certainly. There's going to be little kids sitting there, tailgating as you driving. So that's the cool thing, too, Woo, when you come in, right? So morning of the game, you know, you go down, you get your food, then you get your food if you want some extras, and then you bring it onto the bus. You get on the bus. Everybody's on the bus. There's about 4 buses. And then you head into the stadium, okay? And then when you head into the stadium, everybody's tailgating. There's tailgates that Corey is talking about that I've never been able to experience, but I will experience this year.
Yeah.
And then you'll see 5-year-olds sitting there with their middle fingers up, flicking you off. Like, what's going on? Do you have no home training?
Wow.
It's embarrassing. And then, if we can throw my list back up to round it out, and some people are like, well, West Virginia, Brandon, what are you talking about? Well, then I'm going back to my college days.
Yeah.
No.
And
I've heard
I'll
about
just
West
be,
Virginia.
bro.
I've heard about them.
Like, this is one of those, we talked about, you know, some of our legends and going down in the deep South back in the 50s and trying to break through and cross over to play.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is how that feels still today sometimes.
Sheesh.
Definitely when I was playing in college. Going to West Virginia, going to Marshall, like, you just don't want to go in those places. You talk about redneck country to the fullest. I mean, we had to, when we came out, this was the rules. When you come out the tunnel, when you come out the locker room, helmets on. Because you're sitting in the tunnel, but there's no awning to cover it. They're throwing beer bottles and beer cans at you.
Beer, yo,
How disgraceful is that?
that is crazy.
West Virginia fans, not all of y'all, but majority, sucks. And then the Dolphins.
I was gonna say, wait, before West Virginia, I heard West Virginia Stadium is like real intimate. I heard like the away side, like you right there with the fans.
Yeah,
Is that
it's
true?
right there. Right there.
Yeah, that's even worse when like you're off the offense back on the sideline and you just got the fans right on your back and they just talking.
Oh my goodness! I could have easily thrown. That made me remember just the Baltimore experience. It was really intimate. It was close to the stands, and you'll go there, and any player that was ever arrested, the whole first 5 rows will have printouts of your whole rap sheet.
Oh my
In
God.
Baltimore, you said the Ravens?
What? One time we were playing in Baltimore, and they was like, one dude, I'm sitting in offense. So you got offense sits here, defense sits here, and you got specialists here, right? So you have these designated spots that you sit as a unit on the sideline. So after every drive, you have to go sit on the sideline, regroup as a team. Well, actually, I had to take a separate chair, take it all the way to the defensive side because I was being harassed, and it was getting to me. I had a gentleman sitting there, actually, every time I came back, he'd be like, Brandon, tell me what happened in 2014 at Burlington Coat Factory. They say that you were shoplifting. You stole sheets? You needed sheets?
That's crazy.
I'm like,
You got your stat report right there.
and then so I'm like, yo, but it seems like nobody else is talking in the stadium.
It's just him.
And everybody can hear this gentleman talk about everything.
Yeah.
Brandon, tell me about 2005. You were trespassed at Denny's restaurant at 5 in the morning?
Yo, what?
Yo.
Yeah, that's something to really get you off.
I was like, yo, they
Yeah.
gotta get this guy
Yeah,
out
get
of
him
here.
Yeah.
Bro, it got to a
Baltimore,
point where
crazy
my
city.
seat damn near was back in the locker room. I was like, yo, this dude is
Yo.
harassing me. So Baltimore Ravens fans, even Cincinnati did a little bit of that.
Yeah,
They
mention
easily
with
could
them.
be on this list, but I found that to be a really good tactic. Like, like every
dead.
fan base should do that. Like, yo, if you've been arrested, we printing out your rap sheet and we just
Oh, my
Brandon.
God.
That's how he was talking to me, Ashley. Brandon, 1 o'clock in the morning. What happened in Orlando, Florida? Like,
That's crazy.
I'm
yo.
dead.
Did you get off your Dolphin slur, though?
Listening to it.
all right, what's my last one? The Dolphins. The Dolphins, fickle. And a lot of it is not, there's the Coreys of the world, then there's the Ashleys of the world. Now, Ashley, you came down, you migrated to South Florida. Y'all held true to y'all roots. Dallas Cowboys, the Knicks fans, so I salute you guys. But the rest of this fan base is made up of fickle fans, snowbirds, that come down and they think they know. When it's hot, they don't show up. When it rains, they don't show up. And then they complain when they get superstars. Have you guys not forgot the last time y'all had a superstar? when you get a superstar, you take care of that superstar. You tell that superstar that you're appreciative and you're grateful. No, not you guys, Corey. You guys are ungrateful ass fans and very fickle. And I'm sorry that you have to be looped into this.
Oh man, that's too funny. I get it. All right, Ashley, you up?
All right, let's go down. Let's get to a real list now. Here we go. Number 5, the Houston Astros. Now, if you don't know, I'm about to tell you why you should know. Astro fans are not only cheaters, but they like to believe that the World Series they won in 2017, when it was exposed that they were not only using a camera system to steal signs, they think that the World Series they won that year was actually legitimate. It wasn't. You cheated. But you can't tell them that because they walk around with the head held high and their chest poked out like they were really deserving of that World Series. You cheated for it. It doesn't count. We don't believe you. We know what you are, and that is a franchise of cheaters.
That was bad.
Yikes.
It was bad.
bad.
You got
That was
exposed for
horrible.
cheating the same year you won the World Series and had the audacity to still celebrate it like it was a legitimate World Series. Bye. Bye. Biting it.
That was a good one. And
Losers.
unexpected. I like that.
Number 4, I'm going with Notre Dame.
Wow.
Notre Dame fans are delusional. Notre Dame fans have yet to realize that they have not won a national championship since 1988. But they will still walk around like it is the year 1988. They think that they are a dynasty. They think that they are still competitive. They think that they are still the team to beat. Not to mention, they've had 13 bowl appearances since 1995.
Really?
Yeah. So
That's
like,
it?
that doesn't sound like a dynasty to me. What about you, Corey? You went there.
I got me a dub. That's all I can say. I, got me a dub.
I mean,
I'm in
what
one
does
of
a
them bowl
dub mean?
appearances and wins.
A win.
I'm in
A
one
win.
of those bowl
A win.
appearances
Yeah.
and wins. Thank you very much.
What type of dub?
And then also they have like this weird Catholic
Winning
school
field goal.
superiority complex thing. They think like they're like, you know, hot-ish because they're a Catholic school and like they're above every other. Like you're not. So like simmer on down. It's
Yikes.
weird.
A
The
lot
fan
of
base is
tradition there,
weird.
though. The tradition doesn't carry. Doesn't travel.
Fan base is weird. Another weird fan base that I cannot stand, Duke.
don't
Duke
understand
also
that.
has a superiority issue. They are bougie. They are arrogant. The brotherhood, the brotherhood, the brotherhood. Shut up. We don't care.
That's what they call it?
Yes, the brotherhood. It's like annoying. Duke fans are so obnoxious. Duke fans really still like, granted, good program, not gonna knock it, but their superiority and the superiority that travels with them their entire life is so obnoxious. Let's not forget about guys who actually played for Duke. You'll never not hear about the brotherhood. And there is nothing worse than a Duke fan with absolutely no connections to Duke. You didn't go there. You don't have any family that went there.
Yeah.
You just picked Duke. Out of all the teams, you picked Duke because they win. It's
I've
annoying.
I've never
Duke
heard
fans
anyone
suck.
talk bad about the Duke fans.
Duke fans suck.
Wow, this is
Yeah.
interesting. This is
Yeah.
the only one on your list that I'm like,
I also actively root for UNC. So
Oh,
Okay,
there
that
it
makes
is.
sense.
Yeah.
That-
There it is.
Yeah. Number 2, the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, do I have to explain this? Eagle fans are obnoxious. Eagle
Yeah, this is
fans
bad.
bite. I'm pretty sure they bite.
They may be worse than the Raiders.
Yeah, people
believe
think
it.
New
I
York
believe
fans are bad. Wait till you go to a Philadelphia Eagles game.
Straight up.
They are still riding the wave of the one Super Bowl in their team's history, and they will not let you forget it. They throw things, they fight you, they spit at you, they may even bite you. And don't even start with me when the
They got a
Cowboys
jail
and
in the stadium.
They have a jail in the stadium,
crazy.
people. Like that is a problem. That is weird. That is normal, unhinged behavior. And don't even get started if you are within the NFC East, especially if you are a Cowboys fan. At the 2 times a year we play each other, when I tell you it gets ugly and it spills into the stands, it spills into Twitter. It is a war zone. Eagles fans are crazy. And last but not least,
Round it out.
any Boston fan base, the Red Sox, the Celtics, the Patriots. Besides stating the obvious, they just are accustomed to winning. They are accustomed to having dynasties, and they will never let you forget it. But also, they could be a little bit racially motivated a lot of the times. They say some things that are a little bit crazy. They also tend to not think before they speak. Let's just go ahead and say that. They're not afraid to throw things at you. They're not afraid to hurl all sorts of obscenities your way. And God forbid you don't perform up to the standard in which they are accustomed to, all hell will break loose. They think that they're better than almost every other team, regardless of what team that you are referring to of a Boston fan base. They think they are the better of all of them. And the Red Sox, I've always hated the Red Sox as a Yankees fan. I will never forget how they won the World Series when we blew our 3-1 lead. So it's always F them. Really let's not talk about the Patriots. We already discussed them. Yeah. And the Boston Celtics. I mean, does that fan base need any explanation?
It's really strong, Ashley.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time I'm going to go with your list.
Yeah.
This is a really strong
I feel like my
one.
list was good.
You convinced me
Yeah.
with how you presented your top 5 most annoying fan bases in sports. Something I didn't realize on Corey's and I's. Can you throw that graphic back up, Ashley's? This is pretty cool. So our top 5 teams is represented in the graphic, like Rudy, there's Notre Dame.
Yep.
They said Draymond sucks. That's the Celtics, right? Then you got Boston, you got Duke. Can we see Corey's? Can we throw up Corey's graphic? I would love to see how Jazz put that together. Jets, Buffalo. You got the Buffalo Bill there with a real Buffalo with what is that thing called?
Bandana.
A bandana. There you go. You got Spike Lee. That's pretty cool. Cowboys fan. Why would a Cowboys fan put a star
on his
around
face?
his mouth? That doesn't make sense.
That
See, that's why
He's
the
a Cowboys
Cowboys
fan.
fans are so annoying.
That looks
That's
like
exactly what Corey is talking about. Can I see my graphic?
Who's that superhero from SpongeBob?
This is pretty cool. It's like Knicks, Dolphins, Patriots, West Virginia. That's pretty cool. All right.
What time of year does that Dolphin fan do that?
What?
That's a pretty hot costume for South Florida.
It's,
The
you
gorilla
know, it's hot
costume.
all year round, so they're going to be hot in that outfit regardless.
Ow.
There you go. Did we miss anybody?
No. I mean, I feel like we got them all, right?
It's really good.
Yeah, yeah.
I love
I'm
that
surprised no one
segment.
had the Lakers.
You think the Lakers could be in that list?
Lakers fan base can be a little annoying.
They can be a little bit. They can be a
Spoiled?
little bit.
Bit spoiled or annoying?
Both.
Both? Okay.
Honorable mention.
But I'm surprised no one had Lakers on their list.
Yeah, Lakers are honorable mention.
Corey's
too.
list was literally just being anti-New York.
Right.
My list was diverse.
Yeah.
I had a little bit of the South. I had a little bit of the East, the
Some
Northeast,
college.
some college, some MLB.
I just included rivals.
You just,
Yeah,
if it was a
of
New
South
York team,
Florida
you
teams.
just
Yeah, rivals
yeah.
of South Florida teams. It makes sense. You know what I'm saying? And then the 2 most annoying fan bases I could think of. Warriors, Cowboys.
I'm surprised no one had Lakers. I'm surprised no one had Yankees because us Yankee fans can be pretty annoying. I'm surprised no one had Mets. Mets fans are annoying. Trying to think other teams that. I think those are all of them, right?
Yeah.
Browns
top
fans.
hated? Yeah.
Browns
Oh,
fans.
the dog pound.
Yeah, I'm surprised. There's some other.
Yeah.